Welcome to Evanston, Illinois. Ryan Field and home to the Northwestern Wildcats, where it will be a sea of purple as the fans are more than ready for this one. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on a team recharged after a much-needed bye week, the Northwestern Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Northwestern Wildcats offense will have the first possession of the game. And there he is, the man, David, that they build this entire attack around.
And it's so nice to have a guy that makes everything easy for the people around him. The quarterback plays better because the feature is clear who that is.
And we all hold our breath every time this guy touches the football. He's able to take it the distance on any given play.
And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Pressure coming. Flips it out to the back. Really good pickup on 2nd down there. Leaves them with 3rd and 2.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
He'll keep it himself. Still running at the 40. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
Ooh, I like that option play. I'd keep running that too, because it's obvious the defense right now is really keying in on this running back. That was a big point of emphasis for them all week long in practice, and it's opening up holes now for the quarterback to run.
And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Now on 2nd and short. He'll do it himself. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. They'll run play action, feeling some heat. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
And that is how you silence this raucous crowd. Defensively on the road. First drive of the game, setting the tone, getting a huge sack on 3rd down.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. So Penn State's offense will go to work for the first time. This matchup on the outside, Jesse, a big play weapon for the offense, a shutdown corner for the D.
They say big-time players make big plays in big games, so who gets the best of this matchup? That's going to determine the game.
I mean, such a fun chess match. How much are they on each other during the game? The head-to-head matchup that everybody wants to see.
He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The pull and throw off the RPO. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. At the 40, there he goes. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Using his legs, it's Tompkins. And he'll pick up the 1st down after a tough run there.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got...
And the ball squirted out. And the defense has got it, and they're trying to pick up some yards. Flying down the right side.
Yeah, what a big play for the offense. Offense, you get close to that goal line, man. The eyes get big. I'm going to make sure I get in the end zone. And you lose concentration for one little second. The defense continues to fight, continues to hustle. And you have a bad turnover when you had a ball in position to score some daggone points.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Flips it out in the flat. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. You just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down. Northwestern will send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating.
Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. Inside the 10. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, fellas, here's a final update on a top 15 clash. Florida sparkled today in a dominant road win. In fact, by the fourth quarter, it almost felt like this game was being played in the swamp. That's how much they took that crowd out of it. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball off.
It's complete to the right. Tackled there by the defense.
Guys in the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
And the Wildcats have a first down.
First down for the offense.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the second. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. They're going to ride this running back.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Off play action. Gets rid of it. Completes it along the sidelines, but that'll be for no gain.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. Northwestern will have to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, keep it, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
From the gun, the running back has it. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all off season, so they better be ready to bring it today, dude.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down. Northwestern in business in the red zone. Wide out in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. Here comes the field goal unit. It's good. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. From inside the 15, here's the return. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now first down from the 39. Use the play fake. Now to throw. They're bringing him. And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? And the defense has it. They're going the other way. There is little that warms the heart of a defender like a strip sack. Even better if you get the ball.
And I like the awareness of this defender on the play because he knew he might not actually get to the quarterback and make the hit, but he was able to still swat away, use those long arms to create the turnover.
The Northwestern offense returns to the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Quarterback strolling away from heat. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
He's got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Northwestern.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an
all kinds of running room. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Oh, he wants it all. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. So they're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Getting some heat. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
Time to take a shot. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. He wants to throw. Unleashes one deep. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. Bringing it back. Powers through. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great environment there today in Evanston.
Northwestern will kick it off as we start the third quarter. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Looking to move it through the air. Lost one deep down the right side. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Touchdown, Penn State! And that one will put him up here in the second half.
Well, he's just running straight down the field. The thing you got to look at there is the velocity on the throw by the quarterback. He didn't lob it. He got it to him quickly, put it on his body. He was able to make the catch and then run it in for a touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Quick strike complete. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They move the tight end all over. They'll run it out of the shotgun.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. They're such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
Just slithered through the tackle when he's got room to run. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
People talk about physical tackles all the time. That's how you deliver the boom. Lower your pads, run your feet, take that guy from him going forward to flat backwards on his back.
He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
It's hard to run a route or get lost near the sidelines and understand exactly where you're at. Nice job understanding I'm starting to get close to the sidelines, throttling down a little bit, catching the football and making sure I was in there.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last play.
He'll toss it. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Quarterback now has to make sure his guys are dialed in. You can't make any more mistakes. Giving up a negative play on 2nd down by the goal line, you've got to be really smart with this football.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get this.
Can anyone catch him? The 30. He's at the 10. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Florida State went on the road and just dominated. And that's one way to grab attention on a national level. make a statement in someone else's house and prove you're legit. And did the Seminoles ever do that? A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
They go to the draw. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
I like the idea of going draw there. You're trying to sell pass, but you still need to do a better job up front executing those blocks. There's too many one-on-ones where they got beat, and as a result, they saw...
Intercepted. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it in the tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Hold it. Open. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Here comes the offense on first down. He's looking to throw. He finds his man. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. Jumped on top of the pile.
Caught by the receiver. He's brought down at the 41-yard line. Second down.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Tackled, but he has a first down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right? You still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Throws toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Penn State. With that last score, things comfortable here in the fourth as they are headed to a 7-1 record. And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
28, Northwestern, 13.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And the returner goes down. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last...
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Northwestern right back to the line.
Brings up second down.
He's going to pass on second down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Setting up the screen. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
Fourth down coming up.
On fourth down, going to the air. He's got it. He will not get it. A fourth down stop for this defense as they try to salt this one away. First down for this offense. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Makes a man miss. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job. Nice play call by the offense.
Looking to throw. He wants it all. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, there's no quit in this defense, I'll give them that. Obviously, they're trailing here late in the game. It seems like the opponent's going to win, but still, they've got guys out there playing the way they're coached to play. They're playing with outstanding effort, trying to make plays to claw their team back in the game.
Let's see what they've got on second down.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You've got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. It's third down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. From the gun, wants to pass. Dances away. Quarterback gets the first down. And a nice pickup on the line and gets down to avoid contact. Northwestern comes to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. He's got an open man. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Got his man downfield. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Gets it out fast.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
He'll get rid of it. Tosses it incomplete.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. Taking it the other way. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. That'll give him a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. And they tack on the extra point. It's 35-13.
I love this free safety and how he plays center field, and oftentimes he's able to bait QBs into bad decisions. He did it right there. Made the quarterback think he was dropping one way, put his foot in the ground, got in front of that pass, and then showed you the wheels, returning it for a touchdown.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Late hit on the quarterback gives this offense a free first down and some yardage. The defense in a most benevolent move, giving the offense a new set of downs. He'll start this drive firing. Finds his tight end. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Got the completion on the last play, still some work to do on second down. He's looking to throw. They've got the screen set up. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. And the Wildcats want to crank the tempo. And he's just going to spike it.
The pass is incomplete. It leads to...
They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Unloads to the wideout. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points on the scoreboard.
Coming after him. Starting to feel a little pressure. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. A first down for the... Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. The offense will use a timeout with 25 seconds left. Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He's got his man down to the 30-yard line where he stopped after a gain of 5, and that will be a first down. Defense gets the timeout called. 20 seconds left on the clock. From the 30-yard line on 1st down. He's going to pass. And just not enough field to hold that one. It's incomplete. After the misconnection, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Going up top. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Spits it out to the back. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. They'll throw it on 1st down. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains. After the misfire, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. It's complete. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep pouring on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical. They were faster, and it showed today.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation